Every year, thousands of people set out on gemstone hunts. They bring their tools, their buckets, and their excitement. But most come back with nothing more than dirty boots and disappointment. Why? Because they make mistakes. Simple, repeated mistakes that cost them gemstones lying just beneath their feet. If you've ever searched for crystals, sapphires, or hidden treasures and returned empty-handed, chances are you've made these mistakes too. Today, we're uncovering the errors that turn potential fortunes into missed opportunities, and you'll probably realize you've been guilty of at least one. The first mistake is one of speed. Too many gem hunters move too fast. They scan the ground like tourists rushing through a museum, glancing here and there, hoping for something that screams gemstone. But the earth doesn't reveal her secrets so easily. A sapphire fragment might be no bigger than a fingernail and look like nothing more than a dull pebble until the light hits it at just the right angle. A garnet might appear as just another red grain in the gravel unless you pause and look closely. If you rush, you walk past treasures without ever knowing they were there. Patience is a gem hunter's greatest tool. The ground doesn't shout, it whispers, and only those who slow down to listen can hear it. Then comes the mistake that has cost more fortunes than anyone can count: ignoring ugly rocks. Everyone expects gemstones to look glamorous, even in the wild. They imagine sparkling crystals glinting in the dirt like jewelry in a showcase. But in reality, the most valuable gemstones often hide inside rocks that look boring, dirty, or downright ugly. Geodes, for example, look like lumps of mudstone or misshapen gray eggs. Nothing about them suggests beauty. Yet crack one open, and you might find a sparkling cave of amethyst crystals glowing from within. Diamonds, too, are rarely found as glittering gems in the soil. Instead, they hide in dull, gray volcanic rock called kimberlite. Even opals, with their fiery play of color, often form in sandstone that looks completely ordinary. Every time a beginner dismisses a rock as too ugly to matter, they risk throwing away a treasure. The earth doesn't dress her riches in luxury packaging. She hides them in plain, humble stone. Another mistake is skipping the hunt after rain. To an untrained eye, rain is just an inconvenience. But to a prospector, rain is a gift. Heavy storms wash away layers of dirt, carve new channels in rivers, and expose fresh gravel bars where gemstones hide. After a strong rainfall, the earth reveals things that have been buried for decades, even centuries. Yet beginners stay home, assuming it's not worth braving the mud. That's when the most treasures are missed. Experienced gem hunters know the day after the storm is the day the earth whispers her secrets. Then there's the mistake of ignoring what's underneath. Most gem hunters stick to the surface. They scan the topsoil, glance across riverbeds, and pick up whatever's obvious. But gemstones often hide where you can't see them, under rocks, in crevices, in soil protected for centuries. Flip a stone, and you might uncover a pocket of garnets clinging to the underside, or a cluster of quartz crystals that rolled into the shadow. Beneath a boulder, there may be a cavity where water collected and minerals crystallized over time. Flipping rocks isn't without danger. Snakes, insects, and scorpions also like the dark. But those who ignore the undersides leave treasures behind, treasures that only reveal themselves to those who dare to look deeper. Here's another costly mistake: only looking at the surface layer. Beginners think the gemstones will lie there, waiting to be spotted. But gems are heavier than ordinary stones. Over time, they sink. They settle in cracks, in the bends of rivers, in compacted layers just beneath the surface. Without digging a little, checking cracks, or sieving gravel, most hunters go home with empty buckets. Gems don't want to be found easily. They've been hiding for millions of years. If you don't go beneath the surface, you're only scratching the story the earth is willing to tell. And speaking of sifting the soil, one of the biggest mistakes is skipping the sieve and pan. A bucket of gravel looks ordinary until you sieve it. Beginners often glance, toss it aside, and move on. But when you wash and swirl the gravel in a pan, tiny garnets glow red, zircons flash like sparks, and quartz crystals gleam. Sometimes even sapphire or diamond fragments hide among the mud. Without sieving, countless gemstones are thrown away with the dirt. Skipping this step is like buying a lottery ticket and never scratching it. The prize was there, but you never bothered to check. Another mistake is ignoring host rock clues. Gemstones don't appear randomly. They grow inside specific rocks, and those rocks leave signals. Quartz veins cutting through granite, iron-stained cracks, pegmatite dikes, all indicate potential gemstones nearby. Beginners rarely know how to read these signs and walk past them, looking for gems directly without realizing the rocks themselves are pointing the way. Experienced prospectors say, "Learn the rocks, and the earth will guide you to treasure." But the greatest mistake, the one that costs people the biggest treasures, is giving up too early. Gem hunting is not instant gratification. You can spend hours, even days, without finding anything. Many hunters, frustrated by empty buckets, quit after just a few tries. What they don't realize is that persistence is often the final key. The greatest finds often come right after long stretches of nothing. One creek bend, one crack in a stone, one final scoop of gravel. That's where the treasure hides. Too many people stop just before success, leaving empty-handed, never knowing if they had stayed a little longer, the earth would have rewarded them. So ask yourself, which mistakes have you made? Have you rushed past the ground too quickly, ignoring subtle glints of a crystal? Tossed aside ugly rocks without a second thought? Stayed home after a storm, missing freshly exposed stones? Forgotten to flip the rocks? Ignored deeper layers? Skipped sieving? Overlooked host rocks? Or simply given up too soon? Every mistake costs treasures. Every error is a closed door between you and what the earth was willing to give. But here's the good news. Every mistake is avoidable. Slow down. Respect the ugly rocks. Hunt after storms. Flip stones. Dig deeper. Sieve carefully. Read the host rock. And above all, don't give up. The earth rewards patience, persistence, and attention. Those who learn to correct these mistakes will uncover treasures that others walk past. But avoiding mistakes is only half the battle. The real secret isn't just about what not to do. It's about recognizing gemstone-rich ground before you even start digging. Imagine walking into a valley, a river, or a hillside and knowing instantly, here the earth is hiding gems. That's what separates beginners from masters. And that's exactly what we'll explore in the next video. Because beneath your feet, treasures are waiting. The question is, will you make the same mistakes or will you finally uncover what others lose? If you're ready to uncover those secrets, make sure you're subscribed because you won't want to miss what comes next. Every week we reveal strategies prospectors use to turn empty buckets into glittering finds. Some are so simple, you'll wonder how you never noticed them before. Others are hidden tricks that only the most experienced hunters know.